Hello friends, this is I'm Isaac from me. You are 14 CS 158. This is my seventh experiment. My seventh experiment is file operation using system call. My aim is to write the C program to copy the content of one file to another file using Unix system call, and to concatenate two files, and to append some data, and to randomly access a file using the Unix system calls. So now let's move to the program. My first program, this is the first program. Here I have initialized fd1 and fd2, and I'm getting the file in file name 1 and file name 2, and I'm initializing the character buff for 50, and I'm getting the file name using a enter a file name 1, and I'm initializing it to fd1, and here I'm opening the file as open file name 1 read only. If fd1 is equal to -1, the file will not exist. So so again I'm reading the function fd1 buff size of that buff, and I'm getting it and I'm giving the output as contents of the files are, and it will print it as the files which is having that copied file. And again I am asking the user to enter the file name to copy the contents of the first file. So this is the contents of the first file will be copied to this file 2. So fd2 open file name to this for copying. I am doing it as write only. Then if f2 is not equal to -1, file will not exist. Else write fd2 buff size of buff, and the copy the contents of the files are the first file will be copied to this. So my output, so I'm giving the output as, let me compile successfully. I'm giving a enter a file name 1. I'm giving it as already I have created the file. So the contents are hi, how are you, lollipop, and etc. And enter the file name to copy the contents of the first item. So the files are being copied, hi, how are you, and lollipop. And my second experiment, here I have declared int main in fd character f1, f2, and character buff and f3. So the first thing is to enter the two source files, and I'm getting it in f1 and f2. Enter the destination file, I'm getting it in f3. So fd equal to open f1 and read only. And if fd is equal to -1, the file will not exist. Else they read fd buff and 10. I'm declared it here. fd equal to open f3 write only, and if fd is equal to -1, fd create f30764, and I'm writing it as fd buff 10. And again fd is equal to open fd read only. If fd is not equal to -1, see out, the file will not exist. Else read the fd buff 10, and fd equal to open f3 read only write only. If fd is not equal to -1, fd equal to create f30764. else then I am using lseek fd11 and I am writing it in fd buff 10. So I am compiling my compiled successfully. I am giving the output. First I am entering the two source file as to destination file. I am giving it as something new one. So it has been concatenated that to program. And again my third program, here I'm giving it as character fn and 20, and int fd char buff 50 and char buff 150. I'm asking the user to enter the first file name, cin, and getting in fn, fd equal to open fn read only. If fd is minus equal to minus 1, then print out, sorry, give it as some file does not exist. Else read fd buff size of buff, enter the files to write, and I'm getting it in buff 1, fd equal to open write only, then I'm using the else for fd0 and 2, and write fd buff 1 size of the buff 1. So it will give the output as follows. Compiling first file, I'm giving my first file, and file to write I'm giving it as so it has been the file to write has been written. So that's all for my 7th experiment. Thank you so much.